Let's look at different types of schedules you can set up using Studio Go as an administrator. The default one would be a weekly schedule. This is a schedule where every class occurs the same way every week for all the students, meaning any given student will always have the same classes, whichever week of the year it is. So Monday is always math at period one and science at period two. And for another student, it's also two classes, different classes, of course, but they're always the same every Monday and every Tuesday and every Thursday. Uh, this can be tricky when you have some classes that are not quite the same every week. And if that's your case, well, you're not really on a weekly schedule. Although it might appear this way to some teachers that might always teach the same classes every week, if some teachers are teaching different groups or different lengths every week, well, then you might be on a same day every week schedule. Typically, a 2 week schedule is something we see quite often. So, an example of this is perhaps the math, English, and science teachers have the same groups of kids on the same periods every week. But maybe the phys ed teacher or music teacher, they have different classes every week. So some of these classes might occur only once every 2 weeks, or might have a shorter period one week and a longer one the other week to respect the different ratios of time that you need to spend on every different subject. So this is what we'll be setting up here. Same day every nth week and on a 2 week period. And you'll notice that the day names in Studio Go are changed accordingly. You can customize this, of course. So right now here it's Monday 1, Tuesday 1, Wednesday 1, Thursday 1, etc. And for week 2, Monday 2, Sunday as well. But you could customize this. Let's say you like to use uh, an A week and a B week. You could have, Monday A, Tuesday A, or maybe you want to number these 1 to 10, or maybe you want to have colors to designate the different types of weeks. So I've seen the schedule with 3 weeks, each one having their own color. So blue, green, and yellow, right? And then there's so many different ways you can have the schedule. But the important thing here is that there are slight variations every week. So let's go to the calendar component, and you'll notice that there's a few things there that are a little bit different. Well, of course, we have the day of the week based on the week that we are. So Monday 1 or Monday 2, for example, will appear in the little boxes for every date. And you can still create special days, of course, with the different bell times that you might have built. And you can also apply these to, if well, you could already do it to a day of the week, but now it can vary, every second week, for example. So you could say every second Wednesday is a late start day, and I could drag that right there on Wednesday too. Therefore, as soon as I publish this, every Wednesday too will have a late start schedule, right? So in my late start schedule, if I go back to bell times to refresh, it is set to just an open morning until 10, and then period 2 starts at 10:05. This could be anything, right? You can set it up the way your school actually works, of course. And that's pretty much it. The rest is the same. You set up special days. They can contain specific bell times that you need to adapt depending on the day of the week or depending on the day of the 2 week cycle or anything like, or the specific date, of course. So the only difference here is that you can have these special days on alternating weeks. Now, when the master schedule is set up, so as the administrator, what you'll see is a cycle of both of the weeks. So Monday to Friday 1 and then Monday to Friday 2. And you'll need to either have teachers set up their classes or set them up for them, right? And I'll do this in the administrative tools. It's a lot clearer. I will publish my changes first and go to the admin tools because I'm the administrator. And they're similar, right? They're all the same kind of tools. They're just displayed a little bit differently and they allow for more flexibility. So if I go to the teachers tab, I will have my list of teachers here and I can actually edit the schedule for a specific teacher this way. So if John here teaches, I don't know, different classes. I know he has a math class here and he's already teaching it on, a certain schedule on week one. Well, I can go and do the same for week two. And maybe it doesn't change for week two. So I'll go to the master schedule here. I find it's a nicer layout to look at. And now I can see week two is here and I can set it up. It could be the exact same as week one. I could say period one on Monday is the math class and then period two on Tuesday. So I can set up exactly the same. As you can see, I can just repeat the same schedule that I already have manually. It takes a little bit more time, but there's only 10 days to go through. So not a big deal. And you set up all of your classes this way. But maybe for some reason, um, on Fridays, every second Friday, there is no math at period one. Maybe it's a special science class that you have every second Friday. Therefore, I won't select this. So this gives you the flexibility of a weekly schedule for some teachers, but maybe a different schedule that varies every week for other teachers or specific classes. And that's how you do it. That's a 2 week schedule with where you repeat most things, but you have some differences. So that's the type 2, and I'll publish this.